I was very in tune as a little child. I was very connected. I was connected to other dimensions and other realms. And now that I'm older, I remember that. But at the time, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just being me. And also, I learned and I heard the story from a very early age that my voice, my cry, even as a baby, was very disturbing, and that I would make people want to leave. And because it was so, I just cried all the time, and I was a grumpy child, and the only person, as a baby, the only person that could make me smile was my Opa. And so I grew up hearing these stories and really creating a world of words from these experiences. And it wasn't until much later that I uncovered that. But through this journey of agreeing to forget, there was a time around when I was maybe 7 or 8 years old, when my Opa departed this world, that my connection to the unseen realms was severed. And not severed entirely, just forgotten. It went to sleep. It had a little shush. And that sent me on a beautiful, many decade journey of not exactly knowing how to express myself always, and being clammed up in a lot of spaces, not sharing my voice super freely, knowing that I had to monitor, and things that I would say would scare others or disturb them or make them go, what's happening here, and why does she know that? And so I just learned how to not say everything, and how to be very guarded and very choosy with my words. So even though I would speak, it wasn't fully me, and it was a version of me. And this was part of the experience that I got to go through so that I could come to a place where that would no longer be how I wanted to live my life, let's say.
Uh-huh. Well, what a beginning to later on in life look back at when you arrived here and that's partly it seems like what your message is we all have a remembrance, but we
Hmm.
either uh, forgotten it or we haven't connected with it yet. We haven't been guided there. And I think that's one of the things that you do with your work is you help people go, oh, oh, I didn't know I remembered that I have a
Yeah.
remembrance because it's so deep.
Thank you for being with us today for this episode of Find Your Voice, Change Your Life. Each person Doreen interviews shares what has helped them find their voice. You can learn from these guests and find your voice so you can be confident to speak up and speak out. And remember to download Doreen's free 7-step guide to fearless speaking at doreen7steps.com. We hope you enjoyed the show and will return next time. Until then, goodbye for now.